Clash of Clans is an amazing game that works really well and has great developers and a great community. But no game is perfect, and Clash of Clans has certainly had some mistakes. So in this video, we will be going over 10 times Clash of Clans messed up. Number 1. Builder-based scenery scam. So you probably remember that the Of the North scenery for the builder base came out in January. And when previewing this scenery, it looked really cool. It looked like you could have it on both sides of your builder base. So then people saw this and went ahead and bought it. But then after you spent your hard-earned $7, you would realize that you could only use it on one side of your builder base. This was a big scam, and the worst part was Supercell never even gave players refunds. I mean, come on, Supercell. This is like if you went to your local clothes store to buy a brand new pair of blue jeans. You're talking to the cashier, and then he's like, oh, and about those jeans, you only get half of them. And then you're like, what kind of store is this? Number 2, troop training glitch. This glitch happened in the OG days of Clash of Clans in 2015. By performing this glitch, you could train any troop in under 5 seconds. All you would have to do is train a small troop like a barbarian and then choose any troop you want, and then train another small troop like an archer, and then just swap them all around, and the game would misplace the troop of choice as the small troop, therefore training any troop in under 5 seconds. This was obviously a really big problem because people could just push the leaderboards really fast. But imagine being the first person to find this. Number 3, the revenge button. On paper, the revenge button seems like a very good idea. A button that lets you get sweet revenge on players that have attacked your base. But the revenge button in-game is really annoying. The game makes it look like you can just click the revenge button and attack that person's base. But most people have an active shield most of the time, so you rarely actually find a base you can attack. So the button is kinda useless, but there is one thing that could revive it. It is an idea that has been pitched to Supercell before. The idea is that the button would be faded or gray when the base has an active shield, and the few bases that you can attack would just stay red. This would be such a nice change, but for some reason Supercell still hasn't added it. But hey, let's stop pushing Supercell's buttons. I'm sorry guys, that joke was so bad. Number 4, the Goblin Builder. Okay, so the reason Supercell messed up here is because, like, nobody likes this little guy. Number 1, why does he look so creepy? Number 2, his eyeballs are literally gems. And number 3, the worst thing about the Goblin Builder are his gem prices. They are just ridiculously high. I mean, 10 gems to remove an obstacle, and oh my goodness, 520 gems for a lab upgrade? This is just a disgrace. And to top it all off, he says you only have to give him a few gems. Number 5, removal of flags. I'm sure most of you remember what flags were. Pretty much just what you see, national flag decorations. They were really easy and fun to collect because they only cost 100,000 gold each. And then in one update, Supercell just decided to completely remove them from the game. Like what? So yeah, that update kind of sucked. Supercell said that they removed the flags because they wanted to keep the Clash universe separate from real life references. But aren't there already tons of real life references in this game? Number 6, unlimited gems glitch. So yeah, there was once a glitch that let you get unlimited gems for just $20. To perform this glitch, all you had to do was buy the $20 gem pack from the shop and then spend those gems on upgrading your buildings. And after you reloaded the game, all your gems would return and the buildings would stay at the level you had previously upgraded them to. This was an absolutely insane glitch and people went crazy and maxed their bases. But after Supercell figured out, they reverted most people's upgrades, but a lucky few got to keep their max bases for free. Supercell definitely isn't proud of this mistake. Number 7, the Town Hall 11 loot drought. But wait, right before we talk about the loot drought, I gotta show you guys something crazy. Somehow only 2% of you watching my videos are subscribed. So if you haven't already, please give me a sub. Not a sandwich, just click the button. Okay, so the Town Hall 11 update broke progression. At the time, before the Town Hall 11 update, you could attack a Town Hall level lower than your own and still get a decent amount of loot. But in the update, one of the changes made it so you would get a very little amount of loot for attacking a Town Hall level lower than your own. This was a disaster, especially for players who had just upgraded to the new Town Hall 11. Because everyone who upgraded to Town Hall 11 was of course trying to upgrade their base as much as they could because they had a ton of stuff to upgrade. And as I said, the game changed where when and you attack the Town Hall level under your own, you would get very little loot. And since all Town Hall 11 players were upgrading their buildings, loot was insanely hard to get. This was known as the loot drought, and it lasted for months. Supercell tried to fix this by adding 1 gem resource boost, but that really did not help. So after months of the drought, they finally fixed the problems. This was one of the biggest mistakes in Clash of Clans history, and it's just so interesting to me that a drought could unintentionally happen in a video game. Number 8, skin faces disaster. In June of 2023, Clash of Clans updated every hero skin, improving the textures and lighting. For the most part, this update was incredible, but some of the skins' faces turned out a little bit weird. You can especially see this in the Archer Queen's eyes in most of her skins. They used to look way better, but now they just look kind of creepy. But the skin that got it the worst is the Primal King. I don't even have to explain this one. Number 9, the Clan Wars crash. The game once crashed on everybody, and it lasted for 12 hours. This happened right when Supercell released the Clan Wars update. At the time, hundreds of thousands of people tried to log in at the same time to try and be the first to try out the new feature, and somehow this caused the game to crash. The crash was so bad that players couldn't log on the game for around 12 hours. So yeah, this was obviously a really bad situation since the game literally died for 12 hours. Number 10, skins and sceneries stuck in Chinese Clash of Clans. So if you didn't know already, there are tons of insane skins and sceneries exclusive to Chinese Clash of Clans. Like, look how crazy these sceneries are. This one is literally a turtle in the ocean. And there are so many crazy, unique, and weird skins that are only in China. Lots of people want these skins in normal Clash of Clans, but for some reason Supercell is just leaving them in China. Oh, and by the way, if you want to see all these skins and sceneries in detail, just click this video on the screen right here.